Your morning coffee might be doing more than waking you up. It might also be making your belly fat harder to lose. And I know that sounds strange, because most of us think coffee helps the body burn more. We hear coffee boosts metabolism, so we assume every cup is helping. But the truth is, coffee is not the real problem. The problem is what goes into the cup: sugar, sweet creamers, syrups, condensed milk, flavored add-ins that turn a simple coffee into a dessert. Then, right after that, many people eat toast, muffins, cereal, or something sweet for breakfast. That one combo can send blood sugar up fast. When that happens, insulin rises too. And when insulin stays high, your body is not focused on burning stored fat. It is busy dealing with the sugar you just gave it. So yes, coffee can support fat burning, but the wrong coffee habit can work against you. The good news is, you do not have to quit coffee. You just need to upgrade it. There are 6 simple things you can add that may help your morning coffee support steady energy, fewer cravings, and better fat-burning conditions. Coffee by itself is not the enemy. For a lot of people, it is one of the easiest morning habits to keep. It gives you energy, it helps you feel alert, and because of the caffeine, it may help your body release stored energy a little more easily. But coffee changes fast when you start adding the wrong things. A black coffee and a caramel latte are not doing the same thing inside your body. One is simple. The other can act more like a sugary snack. When sugar goes up, insulin goes up with it. And when insulin is high, your body usually burns that incoming sugar first. Stored belly fat gets pushed to the side. That is why someone can drink coffee every morning and still feel stuck. Coffee is not a magic fat loss drink. It is just a habit. But if you use it the right way, it can become a better habit. Just do not turn it into liquid dessert and expect your body to burn fat all morning. Cinnamon is probably the easiest place to start. Most people already have it in the kitchen, and it makes coffee taste warmer and a little sweeter without adding sugar. But the real reason it matters is blood sugar. Cinnamon may help your body handle glucose a little better. That means your cells may respond better, and your body may not need such a big insulin spike after eating carbs. And that matters, because lower insulin gives your body a better chance to move back toward using stored fat for energy. A simple way to use it is to add about 1 teaspoon of cinnamon to your morning coffee. If that tastes too strong, split it between 2 cups. You can also mix it into the coffee grounds before brewing. That helps the flavor spread out and keeps you from getting that gritty layer at the bottom of the mug. For daily use, Ceylon cinnamon is usually the better choice because it has less coumarin. Just remember, cinnamon is not a free pass to eat more sugar. A tiny sprinkle will not fix a high-sugar diet. Use it as support, not as an excuse. When I say cacao, I do not mean the sweet chocolate powder you find in most grocery store drink mixes. That stuff is usually loaded with sugar. I'm talking about raw cacao powder, or a cleaner, unsweetened cacao powder. This is one of those little upgrades that can make coffee feel more satisfying. It gives you that deep mocha taste, but without turning your drink into dessert. And that matters, because a lot of people do fine in the morning until that sweet craving hits. You know the feeling. You already had coffee. Maybe you already ate. But your brain still says, I need something sweet. That is not always weakness. Sometimes your brain is just looking for quick comfort or fast energy. Cacao may help with that. It has natural compounds called polyphenols, and it can make your coffee feel richer and more satisfying. A simple way to use it is to add 1 to 2 tablespoons of unsweetened cacao powder to hot coffee. Stir it well. If you like iced coffee, mix the cacao into hot coffee first, then add ice. And here is a small trick. Add just a tiny pinch of salt. Not enough to taste salty, just enough to smooth out the bitterness. It makes the cacao taste deeper without needing sugar. Cinnamon and cacao work really well together. Cinnamon helps with the blood sugar side. Cacao helps with the craving side. Put them together, and your coffee becomes more than just a morning drink. It becomes something that feels warm, rich, and satisfying. This is helpful if you are the kind of person who drinks coffee, then 30 minutes later starts looking for cookies, crackers, or something sweet. I have seen this happen a lot. The coffee gives energy for a little while, but then the craving shows up. And once it shows up, it is hard to ignore. So try this for a few mornings. Coffee, cinnamon, and unsweetened cacao. No sugar, no syrup, no sweet coffee creamer. And do not use those packaged cocoa mixes with milk powder and sugar already added. This is not about making a coffee shop drink. That is not the goal. The goal is to make a simple cup of coffee that helps you feel more steady in the morning. Less craving, less snacking. Less of that, I need something sweet right now feeling. MCT oil is one of the more popular coffee add-ins, and there is a reason people talk about it. MCT stands for medium chain triglycerides. In simple words, it is a type of fat that your body can use pretty quickly for energy. Unlike some fats that take longer to digest, MCTs go to the liver faster. From there, your body can turn them into fuel. Some people notice they feel more steady after adding a small amount to coffee, not wired, not shaky, just more fueled. This can be helpful in the morning, especially if you get sugar cravings before lunch. Sometimes that craving is not real hunger. Sometimes your brain is just asking for quick energy. MCT oil may help take the edge off that. But do not overdo it. This is where many people make a mistake. Start with 1 teaspoon. That is enough in the beginning. Do not jump straight to a full tablespoon if your body is not used to it. Too much too fast can upset your stomach. Also, blend it. Do not just stir it with a spoon. If you stir it, the oil floats on top and the texture can feel strange. Blending makes it creamy and smooth, almost like a latte, but without the sugar. MCT oil can be helpful, but this is where people need to slow down. A lot of folks hear that it gives steady energy, so they pour a big spoonful into their coffee right away. Then they wonder why their stomach feels off. Too much MCT oil too fast can cause bloating, cramps, loose stools, or just that heavy feeling in your gut. And remember, MCT oil is still fat. It still has calories. So if you add a lot of it to your coffee and keep eating the same way all day, you may just be adding extra calories without realizing it. Use it like a tool, not like a free pass. The goal is steady energy and better fullness, not turning your coffee into a high-calorie drink. Start small, see how your body reacts. And if you have digestive problems, liver or gallbladder issues, or you are on a special diet, talk with a healthcare professional before making it a daily thing. Collagen is another easy add-in, especially because it does not change the taste of coffee much. That makes it easier to stick with. The main reason people use it here is fullness. Collagen may help support signals in the body that tell your brain, okay, I'm good. I don't need more food right now. One of those signals is connected to GLP-1, a hormone that helps with fullness and slower digestion. And that matters, because most people do not fail because they are lazy. They fail because hunger keeps showing up all day. You eat breakfast, then an hour later you want a snack. Then another snack, then something sweet after lunch. It adds up fast. A simple way to use collagen is to add 1 scoop of collagen peptides to your coffee. Let the coffee cool just a little first, then stir it in. It usually dissolves well and keeps the flavor pretty neutral. You can also combine it with MCT oil if you want your coffee to feel more filling. Just remember, collagen is not a full meal replacement. It is not a complete protein like eggs, fish, chicken, or Greek yogurt. It is just a small support tool for your morning routine. The video also mentions drinking lemon water before coffee. This is not something I would hype up as a fat loss trick. Lemon water is not going to melt belly fat. That is not how the body works. But it can still be a useful little habit. A glass of water with a little lemon in the morning can help you start the day hydrated. And if you are using collagen, the vitamin C in lemon is connected to how the body uses collagen, so it can fit nicely into the routine. Keep it simple. Just water and a small squeeze of lemon. No sugar. That's no honey, no need to make it complicated. But listen to your body. If lemon water bothers your stomach, causes reflux, or feels too acidic first thing in the morning, skip it. Plain water is fine. You do not need to force lemon water just because someone said it is healthy. The main habit is still the coffee upgrade. Lemon water is just a small extra step, not the whole plan. Moringa is one of those ingredients people get excited about, because it sounds impressive. Some people even call it the miracle tree because it has a lot of nutrients and antioxidants. But let's keep it honest. It is not magic. It is not going to fix everything by itself. The reason moringa matters here is that it may help the body handle glucose better between meals. That is important because your liver can release sugar into the bloodstream even when you are not eating. When that happens too much, fat burning can slow down. Moringa may help create a better environment for steady energy and less fat storage. But there is one big problem: the taste. Moringa has a strong, grassy flavor. If you add too much, your coffee can go from healthy mocha to fresh-cut lawn real fast. So start small. Try 12 teaspoons first. If you handle it well, you can slowly move toward 1 teaspoon a day. Mix it with cacao or collagen to soften the taste. Think of moringa as a support tool, not a miracle. Use it only if you can actually stick with it. Do not throw everything into your coffee on day 1. That is where people make this harder than it needs to be. Start simple. Level 1 is black coffee with cinnamon. That is the easiest upgrade. It tastes good, and most people can handle it. Level 2 is adding unsweetened cacao. This gives you that mocha flavor and may help with sweet cravings. Level 3 is MCT oil. But start with just 1 teaspoon. Blend it so the coffee turns smooth and creamy. Level 4 is collagen peptides. This can help your coffee feel more filling without changing the taste much. Level 5 is moringa. Use a small amount and mix it with cacao or collagen so the flavor does not take over. The point is not to build the most complicated coffee in the world. The point is to build a morning drink your body likes and your routine can handle. Add one thing at a time. Watch your digestion, watch your energy, watch your hunger. Your body will tell you what works. Here is the part many people miss. You can make the best upgraded coffee in the world, but the wrong breakfast can wipe out the whole effect. That is the hard truth. If you drink your coffee with cinnamon, cacao, collagen, maybe even MCT oil, then eat a donut, a big bowl of sugary cereal, white toast with jam, or a muffin from the drive-thru, your body gets a totally different signal. Blood sugar goes up, insulin goes up, and once insulin is high, your body has to deal with that sugar first. Fat burning gets pushed back again, so the coffee is only step 1. What you eat after it matters just as much. A better breakfast does not need to be fancy. Think protein, fiber, and a little healthy fat. Eggs with vegetables. Plain Greek yogurt with nuts. Oatmeal without a pile of sugar. Maybe a light breakfast that keeps you full without making you crash later. Your coffee can help set up the morning. But breakfast decides whether that momentum keeps going or gets shut down. When you step back, all of these coffee upgrades are trying to do the same thing. They help your morning feel more stable. Cinnamon supports a better blood sugar response. Cacao makes the coffee feel richer and may help calm that sweet tooth. MCT oil gives quick fuel, so your brain is not begging for sugar by mid-morning. Collagen helps with fullness. Moringa may support a better metabolic environment, especially between meals. But none of this is magic. These ingredients are not melting fat while you sit there doing nothing. What they can do is help you avoid the trap many people fall into every morning. You wake up tired, you drink sweet coffee, blood sugar jumps, then it crashes. Now you want a snack, then another one. Insulin stays high, cravings stay loud, and belly fat becomes harder to lose. That is the cycle you are trying to break. Fat loss is not just about eating less. It is also about making hunger easier to manage. It is about giving your body steadier energy so you are not fighting cravings all day. That is where this upgraded coffee habit can help. Here is a simple way to test this without making your life complicated. For the first 2 days, clean up your coffee. No sugar, no syrup, no sweet creamer, no flavored dessert coffee. Just keep it simple. On day 3, add cinnamon. On day 4, add unsweetened cacao if you want that deeper mocha flavor. On day 5, try a small amount of MCT oil if your stomach handles it well. Start with 1 teaspoon. Blend it. Do not overdo it. On day 6, add collagen if your goal is to feel full longer and snack less. On day 7, you can test a tiny amount of moringa. Only use a little. and mix it with cacao or collagen so the taste does not take over. During these 7 days, do not obsess over the scale. Just watch 3 things. How is your energy in the morning? How hungry are you before lunch? How often do you crave something sweet? That will tell you a lot. You do not need to quit coffee. You just need to stop turning it into a cup of liquid sugar. Build a better version of a habit you already have. And if this helped you, subscribe to Hidden Organ Secrets. Leave a comment and tell me how you drink your coffee right now. Black, sweet, creamy, iced, hot, I want to know. And share this with someone who is trying to lose belly fat but still feels stuck every morning.